Welcome back to the woods. We're gonna make a loop today. We're gonna go up and over Mt Tremont, Owl Cliff, spend the night at Sawyer Pond, and then take Sawyer River Road back to the car in the morning. Got the Roadwalk out of the way already, so now it's just chilling in the woods. Shouldn't be too strenuous of a day, maybe 10 miles to camp. But yeah, things look good. Let's get this adventure started. Well, it's been a pretty straightforward trail so far. That's about the most excitement we've had all morning. Just working through some switchbacks, making our way up to our first viewpoint of the day. Trees are thinning out. Things are opening up. Loads of switchbacks in the last section of this trail. Almost to the top now. Looks like one more and then we'll be there. Look at that, that's such a nice little footpath. Let's go. All right, looks like we're about to hit our summit. This is beautiful. So the wind has picked up quite a bit, and that's the exact reason why I chose to camp down there tonight. Elevation is low enough where the wind gusts shouldn't get higher than 30-35 miles an hour at the most. Everywhere else that I had initially planned to go was about to get hit with 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts at night. At least that was the forecast. So that's a little above the cutoff for me, so I thought this was a smart move. Anyway, look at these beautiful views. So yeah, it's not even 9 o'clock. I've got all day to get down to that pond. So we're just gonna hang out up here for a while, enjoy this. No threat of thunderstorms right now. That's also kind of been thrown around. Our next stop will be over here. I believe that's Owl's Cliff. And then we'll make our way down and out to the pond. We got some good light. Temps are nice. The breeze is keeping the bugs away. So we're gonna hang out up here for a little while. Watch these clouds move around. Little spur path right when you approach the summit brings you out to this view. That pond just looks so serene out there. I can't wait to go check that out. There's even a perfect little summit seat. Snacking, chilling, and then we'll start descending. I can't believe there's nobody else out here right now. All right, I do think it's time to descend and start working our way out to Owl Cliff. Whew, one last look. Let's see, is this where we're going? Yeah, there it is, okay. So even though there's tons of clouds and loads of wind, everything's just blowing over. It's like perfect temperature. I think we're floating around like low 70s. Oh, I think tonight, we might even dip into the high 40s. All right, well, it looks like we have made it through the steep section of the descent. And it's a pretty nice forest here. Like, what a difference it is from climbing up the Mt Tremont Trail. I mean, obviously we're on the other side of the mountain now, so probably a little bit different weather pattern over here, but it's like a whole new trail, which it is, but pretty drastic shift. Well, I just happened to take a quick glance at my map, and it looks like I went past the spur for Owl Cliff. Not by much. I'm glad I caught that. The last time that happened, I was up by Mount Whiteface and I had a location marked where I could get a little view, and I walked past it. Didn't realize it till I was well beyond it, and I'm just glad I caught this one before I was too far away. I have no idea how I walked right past that. Wow. Oh. Hey, that's not too shabby. It's dry. Pond must be just out to the right. And I think we have to skirt around that little knoll there. I think those are called Green's Ledges or Green's Cliffs. Good thing is I've already cleared out the spider webs over here, so that's cool. This Burnel Trail is really nice. This is pleasant walking. Having a great time out here today. We got ourselves a little snake. 2 of them. All right, bud. Be well. That's a nice pool. That's done. And we're gonna continue on the Burnel Trail. Every time it rains a little bit, it blows right over. But we're on this little forest road here, or a snowmobile connector trail. And I'm just gonna follow this for a bit, and then we'll link up with the Sawyer Pond Trail, or the Sawyer River Trail, whatever it is. I can't imagine this is gonna last too long. Back to blue sky. So I could just continue on this for a little while, or we can jump in the woods. And they'll both take us to the same spot, but that's where we're trying to go. Yeah, we're cruising. Let's get off the road. All right, so we have completed the Burnel Trail. Next stop, Sawyer Pond. The wind has ramped up. Good news is it's supposed to dip down starting around 8 o'clock at night, so that's cool. But right now in the middle of the day, this is kind of when something's gonna happen, if it's gonna happen. Good news is we're low in elevation, we're not on any mountaintops, and the day is young. So I just arrived at the campsite, but it did just start to downpour. So I just rode out the storm in the shelter with it's about 6 other guys there. So I went all the way back to site number 1, try to create as much distance as I can. It'll be quieter over here. So site number 1, that'll do it. Close to the water, good pond access. We're here. And it's raining again. Just gotta wait for a break in the rain. Sun is on its way, I swear. It's gonna pass here in a minute. So I've got a couple of these that I've held on to for a while. I've used them a few times in shelters. But what you do, you go right in the groove and then twist and it bites. And then that just gives you something to anchor onto. Did everything I could here, and it's honestly not too bad. I tightened things up as much as I could. Anticipating the wind tonight, you know, I'll make some adjustments as things dry out, but not too shabby. It's definitely time for lunch, so let's go find a little pond front property, park it for a few. Yeah, we were up there this morning. That's really cool. I'm just gonna chill out here for a while, enjoy the view, maybe take a nap. Maybe we'll go for a mosey before dinner. We'll see. For now, just chilling with this. Well, I just took an awesome little nap. That was great. I think it's time to go do a little exploring. So there's no real official trail that I can tell that goes around the pond here. But I mean, it's a popular area. There's got to be some little herd paths that'll take us somewhere, so let's just go see what we can find. Here's a nice little lookout. It almost looked like there was a beach out on the north end of the pond. We're gonna mosey on through here until the vegetation gets too thick. And then what I might do is go try to find Little Sawyer Pond. That could be a nice little excursion. Well, I'm not really in the mood to start trudging through shrubbery on this fine afternoon. I'm taking this camp pretty chill. So yeah, that's about as far as I'm going on this side. Alright, well I guess I couldn't resist doing a little bit of bushwhacking. Shouldn't be too bad though. Oh, I see water. That's cool. And this isn't thick at all. We can get through here. I love doing a little exploring before dinner. I think we're gonna get here. So we're what? 2 for 3 on off-trail excursions. Skunked by No Ketchum Pond. Guinea Pond we got to, and it looks like Little Sawyer Pond is going to be a success. Well, that's pretty cool. We'll take that. Ah, home sweet home. So I just went and hung out with the guys at the shelter. Really cool group of dudes. And they brought along a little fishing rod, helped them string that up and everything. So hopefully they'll catch some fish tonight. And I told them start hooting and hollering, and I'll come enjoy some fish with them. In the meantime, I think it's time for me to have some dinner and go watch this sunset. All right, nothing fancy tonight. Just a little bit of a Mexican-style beef bowl with rice and beans. Yeah, this is the rest of the afternoon right here. Enjoying a beautiful view, and we'll see what happens tonight with the Milky Way, with the stars. Looks like a beautiful night's on deck. I will talk to you in the morning. Well, good morning. This is such a beautiful campsite. The amenities out here are pretty incredible. I'm not used to this. The hiking yesterday was great. Clouds over the pond yesterday afternoon were really nice to watch. The wind settled down and the stars came out, and it was a really peaceful night out here. It's been a great trip. I think my walk out of here is on an old road that's been washed out and closed. So it shouldn't be anything too exciting. We'll see when we get out there, but I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of my coffee, get the rest of my bag packed up, take another glimpse at the lake, and then we'll be on our way out of here. Well, I'm out of the woods and back on the forest road. Just got to follow this for maybe 2 or 3 miles and it'll take me right back to the vehicle. I loved the views up at Mt Tremont. The Burnel Trail was super peaceful. We had some great light over the pond and the stars came out last night. So, thanks for coming with me. I hope you enjoyed the scenery and I'll catch you in the next one.